What's up, guys? It's Kush Papi, and you are now watching the Growing Up Italian podcast. Let's get it. I have a very ethnic upbringing.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up with all my grandparents, and my great-grandparents.
In the same crib?
No, they lived in, like, the city, but, I got to spend a lot of time with them, like, until I was, 20 years old. They all passed away, like, around the same time. But I got to, like, spend a lot of time with them, and they're, like, brothers and sisters, so it was always around, like, a lot of old Italian people. Fucking making wine in the basement and shit, like.
Did they make like supersod and all that stuff?
No, my grandpa, he had a cellar in his basement. And
Cantina? Like that little
he had the
bunch of
wood
cheeses and stuff and the wines in there.
Now he would do. He would have the big wood barrel with the crank, and then we would go buy the grapes, and then we'd make it. And he had like these huge glass jugs. And he'd put them in the cellar, and then, you just, like, tap it with the cork.
Yeah.
And then he had, like, sausage hanging, like, long-ass zucchinis and shit.
So he would make his own sausage?
Yeah. I did it, too. Yeah, we had the thing where you put, like, the fucking 100...
The intestines and stuff?
You feed it through, and you crank the meat feed the meat, the ground meat or whatever.
I gotta be honest, I didn't know you were that Italian, bro.
Super Italian.
I didn't know, honestly, from the outside looking in, because I've been seeing your videos for years. I feel like you've been around 7-8 years. How long have you been around?
Shit, honestly, like since like 2014, bro. Like because I used to do music stuff.
You made music?
Yeah,
like you rapped?
Yeah, back in like 2013, 14, because there really was like no such thing as an influencer yet. Or comedian on the internet.
Yeah. Like the skit styles.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you post videos that were more than 15 seconds, so nobody was doing that. And then I was posting like hella memes at the same time. I was posting music, and then then they were like, "Oh, minute-long videos." As a kid, I made like videos with the camcorder, so I was.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, so I was like, "Oh, I just naturally like."
So it's something you've always like enjoyed.
Yeah,
you always enjoyed to like make videos. So were you on Vine?
No.
So you just missed the Vine era.
Yeah, I was like at the end of it, but I wasn't like popping on there or nothing. I tried at the end, and then it got deleted like 5 months after I made a profile.
Oh, really?
I used to have my first Instagram page. I had a 2 Chainz page because it was like in the beginning when the celebrities no one was verified or anything.
So they offered you the bag for the name?
So I was like 2 Chainz, like at 2 Chainz, and I had like 13,000 followers, and I put like my phone number in the bio for features, and I had like dudes calling me from like all over the country, like, "Yo, can I get a 2 Chainz feature? Like, where he at?"
Did you scam a little bit?
Nah, but
you just missed an opportunity there.
I didn't know. I was just learning, and I was just like answering. I'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? He's busy right now. Can I take your name?" And then some like
you had time.
Yeah, I had time. I'd be like, "Yeah, he's in the studio right now. Like, what are you trying to do?" And then a lot of them would just be like, "Man, I'm just trying to like talk to 2 Chainz, man. Like, and I'm just like, "Yeah, he's not around." And then they'd hang up or. Honestly, only a couple of them like thought I was lying. Like 90% of them believe me, and they're like, "Okay, cool. Like, I'll hit you back."
Tell him hit me back.
Yeah, tell him hit me back. Like, we gonna make something happen.
Imagine hanging out with him. Like, hold on, I have a Kush. I have a 2 Chainz inquiry. Let me hold on. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, he's not around right now.
And then when Chief Keef started blowing up, I switched the page to Chief Keef page. And
you didn't just make a new one?
Nah, I switched it because he was blowing up so much. And then I started...
and you're from Chicago, so that's like your version of Biggie Pop Smoke, right?
Yeah. And I had like 20,000 followers, I think, or like, and I was posting pictures of Chief Keef, so people thought I was Chief Keef, and then I would like post a picture of me and be like, "Go follow my boy Kush Papi." So I was like shouting myself out.
That's
like,
smart though.
like
That's like
Chief
real
Keef,
Instagram marketing thing. Like, and there's people that start Instagram now and they'll never understand little tricks like that.
Yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing, bro. I was just
But you knew what you were doing.
going with the flow. I guess I didn't know what Instagram was gonna become.
So you were just posting like mad memes.
Yeah, every day I'd post 2 memes at like noon and 2 more at like 6 o'clock.
So this is 2014.
Yeah.
So we're almost 10 years from that.
Yeah.
What was the first like video that you posted that really made you say like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do?
I was doing the skits, and I remember, like, I used to do my boy Reggie Baby, and he, I remember telling him, I was like, bro, as long as I get 10,000 views, like, we're good, And then it got to the point where I wanted more, I need 100,000 views. So then, actually, when I was in Italy in 2017, I did a video with this girl, and I kind of like had like gotten like 95,000 views, which was like a lot.
Wow, yeah, back then, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So then when I came back, I was working at a car dealership, and I just kept doing started doing the rants in my car about like girls and drink, And I did a video around Christmas, and they posted it on World Star.
So that's what made you really like blow up.
Yeah, and that's when World Star was like popping,
You don't think it's popping anymore?
I mean, it's always gonna be certified, but
I remember like World Star when they had the fighting stuff. It was super viral.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously World Star is lit. I'm just saying, like 4 years ago, if you got posted on World Star, you might gain like 20,000 followers in a day or two. Now you're probably not gonna gain that. You'll probably gain like 500 followers.
Yeah,
because
people are more stingy with the followers now too.
Yeah, people are more like less gullible, They're more like reserved, like, I'm not following this guy, or like, fuck this guy.
Yeah. That's why you got to come outside to events in Chicago so they see you. You're like, all right, I'll follow him now.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Well, that's like a problem with me because everybody would always be like, obviously I'm screaming on my page all the time.
Yeah, you're not like that at all in person.
Well, it's because I put it all in the video, and after that,
you're like, all right, I'm done.
I don't have any more energy. Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm done for the day. Like, I don't want to talk about videos.
You were telling me that last night. We were at that Avanti event, and you said that you film a video and then you don't look at it until 24 hours. Whereas me, when we post a video, I literally, like, if we're hanging out, you'll hear the video playing the whole day. Like the same 3 seconds in the beginning because I keep going to it.
Nah, I hate that because like I edit the video myself too, so it's like I'm listening to the sound over and over and over again, and then when I post it, I gotta put it on the story and hear it again, and then by the time I'm like done writing the caption and everything, I'm like, oh fuck this video.
How did the juices come into the mix?
Okay, so it actually started as like a kid, and I told my boy yesterday. So me and my friend Shavam, we used to play basketball on his driveway all the time. We would lower the hoop. We had like a whole game we made up with only bounce 2 times and then dunk it or whatever. We'd play for hours, and then he always had like for some reason his mom always just had a fruit punch Minute Maid in the fridge, and then it was like we'd go inside and he'd like pour me a glass and he'd get a glass. And it was like our shit. Like we'd be like, "Yo, it's the best juice like ever. Like this is like amazing. Like it's fucking fire, So I just was always addicted to the fruit punch.
Mm-hmm. So you just had it with you one day, and you just had it in the video.
And then later on, like I was doing the rant in the car, and I had bought some, and then I was kind of thirsty because I was yelling and shit. So I just like was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just swig it at the end of the video." And then I did it, and everyone was like, yo, he's got the fucking Minute Maid on deck. Like, he's got the juice. Like, this is lit. So then
Excuse me, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, fucking. So then I just started, I was like, oh, shit. So then I just kept putting it at the end of the video, like a different kind, like a gallon of gas, some crazy fucking blue juice, and then now I just stick with the Minute Maid mostly. But
I see that.
in the beginning, it was more just like the first was this, and then I was doing like the giant Hawaiian punch jug, like fucking whatever I could find that looked like a big ass thing of juice.
Bro, that's hilarious.
But this is the number one.
But
so.
the Kush Papi flavor is the best.
Oh yeah, man. It's the Kush Papi Minute Maid.
How did you get the nickname Kush Papi? And do people out there know your government? Because I've never heard your government. Except
I mean, it's on Google, so I can't. I used to be weird about it. Like when I first started gaining a lot of followers, I was like, I don't want people to. And then I got to the point where I was like, yo, you could literally look up like any actor or athlete, and it tells you their fucking
anyone
name.
popping on Instagram.
Yeah, there's bios of like everybody, even Chief Keef, and I'm sure he don't want people to know his name, but I don't care anymore. It's not really like I feel like people are more like accepting of like internet people nowadays. Like 6 years ago, you were like a weirdo if you were like making videos on the internet. Everyone's like, get a job. Like like what are you doing with your life?
Yeah,
like,
and now like there's a bunch of us. Like
now
last night we were with Kush, Little Mo. Like that's what we do for real.
Well, even for me, it was weird because back in like 2017, 2016, 2017. There wasn't really like a lot of Italian dudes on the internet, so I kind of felt like alone almost.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like in the beginning, like I never knew you were Italian. Of course, I saw your videos on World Star, but then when you started doing like that Johnny Ice character,
oh yeah,
I was like
in the car. And
I was
shit.
like, okay, he's Italian.
Like yo. Yeah, is this Vinny vodka sauce? Yeah, how the fuck you doing, Vinny? It's Johnny Ice. Fucking go off on him,
but yeah. So you didn't see any like Italian American creators, so
yeah, I really didn't like have anyone to reach out to or to link up with. I kind of just was like, where is it? Where they at? Like, and then I see Money. Yeah. He was like the only one kind of
in Boston
that I really like talked to,
And it's kind of crazy. We were talking about it yesterday a little bit, but for guys like you that live in Chicago, Boston, it's harder because it's a smaller city. Like how many Italian creators can you actually collaborate with here? Like I don't know any other, unless Maniscalco's on the horn.
Yeah, Maniscalco, but he obviously that's like a different he's not even here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or he don't do
He's in LA.
He don't do internet stuff.
He's like Hollywood.
Hollywood, there you go. But yeah, honestly off the top of my mind I can't think of another like you got Chi-Town Paulie, you know what I'm saying? That's like big boss status though, but besides like my age, like I don't know, I can't really name any like super, known Italian guy in even Illinois.
Who are the GOAT Italian Americans from Chicago, though? Like, of course, we're going to say Capone. Is he the GOAT, or is...
I would say Al Capone is like the idolized, he's like our John Gotti.
Yeah.
I
kind of get that vibe. Like,
he's right there.
That's why I compare. Yeah, exactly. But I didn't know if it was like one of those things where like people from here don't like him or they do like him.
No, we rep it. We even got like tour buses going around with his fucking picture on the side. I'm sure he never thought that he would be on the side of a tour bus, with his cigar in his hat and shit. Yeah. But yeah, probably just like.
So we got Capone, Maniscalco.
There's like athletes,
that were born here, and
like the one Blackhawks player, like Tony Esposito, right? He's like an Italian, legend, and it's just sports guys probably, And then
Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo
won the World Series here.
I don't know if he's from here though.
He's not from here, but I feel like if he won, he's forever a Chicago guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's in New York now, right?
He plays for the Yankees.
You guys like him?
This sounds miserable as hell, but I'm a Mets fan. But
King of Queens.
Yeah,
it's my show.
That's a great show.
Doug Heffernan.
Classic show.
Doug,
but basically, like, I became a Met fan because, like, growing up, they would just give tickets for free. And, that was the situation. But I do have mad respect for the Yankees as I'm older because, let's say in situations like last night when I have like a drunk Chicago kid come up to me and he's like, Chicago's better. And I'm like, how? Our sport teams. And I'm like, bro, Yankees got mad rings. What do you know, like right away, shut down every argument.
And shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like Boston's always saying like, championship town. It's usually the Boston guys that
the Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox,
Patriots.
Like
Patriots fans. But isn't the Patriots Stadium's in Boston?
New England.
So like, how do they rep it?
The Patriots stadium is right near
Rhode Island.
Yeah, Judge Caprio's office. It's like 20 minutes.
Is it in Boston?
I believe it's Connecticut. It's in.
So why did they can't technically rep it then? They
just have to accept it. It's New England.
New England is the the region.
It's like the UK.
That's like saying the tri-state.
New England is Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine. It's that whole.
Is Boston a part of it?
Yeah, Massachusetts is part of New England.
So they could rep.
Well, you know what? I mean, I gotta say this because it's gonna be one of the first things people say. But New York doesn't have a real football team. They all play in Jersey. So we can't.
Why aren't they like the New Jersey Jets and shit?
Bro, this is what all the Jersey people say. Like they get so tight about it.
So they'll be like the Jets are the New Jersey Jets.
Yeah, because it's the Jets and Giants. They play in the same stadium, but it's in New Jersey. So that's always like a little confusing to people. But let's talk a little bit about some of your favorite things and what you like. So obviously you love juice. I have to ask, what are your best 5 juice flavors?
Okay.
And you could do like brand and the flavor, like if let's say one's better than the other.
Let's get dangerous. Obviously we could go fruit punch Minute Maid is on the list. Mm-hmm. Then I think another super fire one that's actually in my fridge is the Welch's Passion Fruit.
Welch's Passion Fruit.
It's like the purple carton. Mm-hmm. It's got dragon fruit, pineapple. It's dangerous. You don't want to. If you put that in the ice and then leave it in the freezer for a little bit, it's nice. And then let's see, I like the Tropical Punch Minute Maid. That's probably like number 2 on the Minute Maids.
Okay.
I like that one with the pineapple. And then I like just like natural, like from like a market or like some like
organic.
Organic. I like mango juice.
Okay. Like I never had mango juice, but I love mangoes.
I got a lot of like Indian homies. I forgot what they call like lassi or something, but it's
mango lassi.
Yeah, I like the mango. And then let me see. I know I'm forgetting one. Apple juice.
Apple like Martinelli's, or is there a specific?
Yeah, Martinelli's.
Martinelli's hit different.
There's like 2 different kinds. Like so, like Minute Maid's one is good. Martinelli's good. But like Welch's apple juice, disgusting. It tastes like the fucking peel of that, like the skin.
Tropicana too.
Like they just took the skin, like a bunch of apple skin, and fucking
mashed it up.
Yeah.
With their feet.
And they forgot the apple, like the inside. It's like It's like nasty. It's bland as hell. But yeah, apple juice, mango juice, tropical punch, fruit punch, and Welch's Passion Fruit.
Right, that's a solid 5.
Not a berry punch guy.
Oh, berry punch.
Berry punch, I think, is the superior.
It's too similar to fruit punch. It's like very similar, so I just say fruit punch.
Berry punch do hit crazy though.
Berry punch is fire. Yeah, I mean, all the Minute Maids are gas.
What are like some other things you like? What do you like to eat? Your go-to?
Oh man,
go-to meals.
Man, I'm like super. I don't like messy food. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like believe in like the manners. Like a good ethic. I don't like eating like fucking food and it's dripping down my arm.
I don't like that either. I mean, I like the way that food tastes, but I don't like
the messiness.
Yeah.
So no Italian beef.
No, that's fine.
That's not messy, and
I'm talking when they put like 8 pounds of spicy mayo and fucking.
Yeah.
But I grew up like eating like super Italian food like every day for dinner, like so that's really like what I'm accustomed to. Like
so, like your mom, what's like the best dishes she would make growing up?
Everything, fucking chicken parm, sausage, peppers, meatballs, pizza, like fucking any kind of pasta you could think of, fucking chicken cutlets, fucking, you know, all the type of stuff.
So your background in Italy, you were saying your dad's off the boat.
No, my mom.
Your dad was born in Montreal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So your dad, because the pictures of your dad when you post on Father's Day, I'm like, this is like the most Italian looking man I've ever seen in my life.
Everybody says my dad looks like Mario. Yeah.
Because he has the mustache.
Yeah. He's So yeah, my grandparents on my dad's side, they wanted to come to America, but they had to wait like 10 years for their papers to get cleared. So they had family in Montreal, so they just went there. So then my dad was born there, and then they came here. But my mom, she came here in like 1969 on a boat from Italy, like through Ellis Island and shit, like 2-week boat trip across the Atlantic with her sister and my grandparents.
We were talking about it.
First generation.
First generation.
You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
A lot of second generation.
Yeah.
A lot of thirds. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. So to me, it's so wild because like I really would never expect that from what I see from you like on your social media.
Yeah, I mean, I just really, you know, just accustomed it kind of to for anybody to enjoy. You know, obviously, I got the Italian flag in the bio since day one. But there's just not a lot of Italian guys for me to link up with in Chicago and kind of like really do that consistently. Yeah. So I kind of always just had to do my own thing, you know.
Yeah. Now, I honestly I get it because like I was saying, like the guys like in the smaller cities, and honestly in New York, I feel like there's a bunch of guys that just come out of nowhere too. Like,
oh yeah,
like especially with our show, like there'll be somebody that has no following. Like that guy with just Vinny with the zillion chains. Like so many people message me about him.
Oh, dude, you know who I love?
Yeah, you know what? This is a good segue. What are some of your favorite like Italian content creators?
Okay, so not talking about like older comedian.
We could talk about
not
that too.
Hollywood.
Yeah, but like
so we'll do like internet guys.
Yeah, internet guys.
I mean, honestly, I like. Shout out to Big Time Tommy. Fucking hilarious, bro.
Did you ever meet him?
No, not yet. I reached out to him. I think I talked to him. Yeah, I talked to him a little bit. I like Big Time Tommy, Mo Mozzarella.
Little Mo Mozzarella.
Yeah, I see.
You're gonna see him tonight. Oh, you met him before?
No, I talked to him on FaceTime.
Yeah, we'll link with him tonight.
You know, I like the brothers JoJo
and Nicky Scolata.
And their dad, he's funny.
You told me you know Vincent Gigante too.
Vinny, yeah. I mean, really, for me, like
basically my whole crew.
Yeah, like
we gotta give Kuj a shout out.
Kuj, you know, I support them all because for me, I was just like, you know, seeing it like on TikTok, and I'd be like, oh, cool, this guy's Italian. Like, oh, cool, this guy's Italian. So I just enjoy all of it, to be honest. There's really none of them I don't like because I think like all of them are funny in like a different way.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like I'll look, I'll be like, all right, this is so corny.
Or like
I guess because that's all I consume, you know.
There's that one guy, Pat Pasquale, who does like he puts the pillow in his.
Oh, you're talking about Nicky Cass.
Nicky Cass, where's he from?
He's from New York too.
Okay, yeah.
He's like a little further from the city.
Cause he seems like he's kind of does his own thing.
Yeah, because he's like a little far away. I was actually talking to him like 2 days ago. He's been on my show 2 times. He's about to come on again.
Nice.
But bro, honestly, that kid is probably one of the funniest.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like when I see his videos, I legit like laugh because, bro, we grew up with that. Like when he does Italian business owners and he puts the pillow and he's like, "How's everything?" Like slaps the back of the.
Yeah, giving a good night, you know, shit like that. It's funny. Yeah. Sally Slices
is funny too.
Pizza Dude. Shit, man, there's a lot. It's crazy.
It's too many.
It's crazy to me, bro.
Growing up in Chicago, Italian American kid, what were some things you liked? Obviously, Michael Jordan, was that something like you saw growing up, or you just missed that?
No, I saw it growing up because I was born in 1992, so okay. I was like, I guess you could say I was like 6 when the Bulls won their last championship. So then
the last one, you were 6.
So it was still like real, you know, even when I was like 8, by the time I was like 8, I was playing basketball and shit. So like it was still like, you know, the era was still alive. So I was always watching videos about it or renting. Like, I bought like the Bulls trilogy thing with like every single NBA championship game.
This is before YouTube.
Yeah, and I would have all the discs, and I watched like every NBA finals.
I actually got it like
Space Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Space Jam was
Space Jam's like my favorite basketball movie of all time.
Honestly, I think for especially for me growing up, Space Jam might have been the way like I really
got into basketball.
No, found out about Michael. I mean, not that found out about Michael Jordan, obviously, but like became a fan of him.
Oh, okay.
Because you like saw because
with the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. But not only that, but like, all right, I'm from New York. Obviously, I'm a Knicks fan, but growing up, I'll never forget when Jordan was playing the Knicks in those like playoff rounds. I was legit. You got everybody I'm bringing up. You got.
It's Jordan.
But everybody like every like time it was Knicks versus Bulls, I was rooting for the Bulls, bro.
No way.
Yeah, and a lot of kids. I know
that's because nobody likes Patrick Ewing.
No, I mean, guy couldn't deliver a championship.
Bro, you want to go out to lunch with John Starks? Get a life, buddy. Nobody wants to go to lunch with John Starks, bro.
He's actually a nice guy.
I'd rather go to lunch with fucking Tony Kukoc or something.
Yo, he'll probably take you somewhere crazy.
Tony Kukoc?
Yeah, he'll take you to like they put like all these different kind of like proteins on sticks.
Oh, he's
like,
Croatian.
Yeah, I don't know. He eats some different food.
In high school, I played against his son in basketball.
Was he nice?
Yeah. He was like, but that's because he was like 6'9".
I feel like you look like Tony Kukoc, like tall, slim.
Dude, some guy in my building, like, every like 2 months, he says like, "Yo, you know you look like Paul Gasol."
Oh, really? Like, I can see that.
And I'm like, bro, I don't say anything, but I'm like, he said this to me 2 months ago, and then he says it like, I'm sure he'll say it again in like a month. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, what is it like? Whenever he pays his rent, he like.
I see him in the lobby. He'll be like, "Oh, anyone ever told you look like Paul Gasol?"
I could see that a little. What do you think, Pick? Yeah.
It's maybe just this.
Did you play basketball growing up? Or
Yeah.
you saying you played that game, the made-up game with your friend?
I played basketball and soccer.
Were you nice at soccer?
I was decent. Yeah, I played defense.
I see you got the Grosso jersey on.
Yeah, I got the 2006 World Cup Italian World Cup jersey. Sorry. France, take a seat, buddy. Your food blows, and all we needed was one in a lifetime to last a lifetime. So
I would like one more though.
Yeah, one more. I mean, hey, the Italian soccer team's been kind of pissing me off lately, bro. We didn't even. First of all, we didn't qualify for the last World Cup.
The last two World Cups.
Oh, the
we missed 2018 and 2022.
Because I was betting on the soccer games, and bro, I think they're just doing the qualifiers now, and I think Italy like fucked up again and didn't make it. They're like third. It's only the top two, right?
I don't know if World Cup qualifiers started yet.
No, they're doing them.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a qualifier, but they did just lose a game.
They lost. There was another tournament, WAC tournament. There was friendlies that they lost. They lost a bad friendly, but. They lost. There's another tournament. It's like Nations League, Euro, and they lost to Spain. Maybe
Euro
that's what you're thinking.
Tournament too.
Well, the Euro we won the last one.
Yeah, that was nice.
We won the Euros, and then we didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Does that? Italian guys.
Exactly. You know what it is? They packed it up.
They'll fuck the World Cup.
They packed it up. They're like, I'm a vegan.
Need a break. You know? Need a break. You know.
Need some espresso. Do you watch soccer?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a favorite soccer team?
Italy.
No, well, but like the club stuff.
No, I'm not into all the. It's too much, like to follow and all that. You know, I mean, I don't even have cable and shit, so you know, I don't really watch TV.
Oh, you legit have nothing plugged to your TV, not even a PlayStation.
No, I don't have any game consoles.
No.
No.
So, what are you watching at? Like Netflix?
Well, I don't pay for. You know, we're Italian, so I don't
you got a guy like.
I got a guy, you know, that pays. You know, he pays. I type the password in. But my boy logged me out of YouTube TV, so I can't fucking watch baseball or anything now. And then my other boy, I got the Disney Plus because my boy works for Hulu, so he gave me the company password. So that's nice, you know.
Those are all nice plugs.
Fucking Netflix.
Do you watch a lot of TV though or no?
No, I'm just on my phone all the time.
Me too. I feel like TV's done.
The newest game system I have is a Xbox 360 at my mom's house. from like fucking 12 years ago.
So there's no DVD players in here.
Nothing, just a screen. I just watch. I put on because I grew up. I didn't have cable, so I just fucking watch like the regular TV, you know, like the news or Fox. So I'll just put on like Fear Factor or some shit. Joe Rogan with
Joe
hair.
Rogan's the guy. Calandra's Bakery, family owned since 1962. Luciana Calandra, Sicilian immigrant, started the bakery in 1962 in Newark, New Jersey, passing it on to his grandkids. The third generation, baking bread the old school way. Located in your nearest supermarket in New Jersey and New York. And don't forget to visit any of their 3 locations in New Jersey. So, Kush Papi, how'd you get that nickname?
Um,
Well, I think you just answered our question.
my bad.
Are you addicted to the vape too?
I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I've tried to stop so many times, bro, because I used to smoke Black and Milds like at night.
You're a savage.
Like wood tip ones. I like the wine ones, and then I'd smoke them at night with my friend, and then I stopped when the vape came out. And then I used to smoke the little. There's these little Al Capone cigars that are like the size of a cigarette.
Yeah.
I was smoking those, and then just switched to the vape because like you can smoke inside, you don't smell like shit, you know, stuff like that. But the name Kush Papi, when I was making music, it was really like to create like an artist name.
So that was your artist name?
Yeah. So I was like, I don't want to be like Lil something or Young something or. So I was like, what can I make that's like different, you know? And I was like, nobody's got Poppy in their name.
Not even Champagne Papi.
That was his Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, I used to joke with my friends.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yo, because I used to have a fade and shit. I used to be like, yo, call me Champagne Poppy. They'd be like, bro, I'm not fucking calling you that.
I'm surprised you didn't have that Instagram first too.
So, now, yeah, I mean, besides that, I was like the second Poppy for sure.
Yeah.
And then now you got like Salt Poppy, Meat Poppy, all these poppies.
Luckily, I only know you. I don't indulge in any other poppies. Prosciutto Papi. You know Prosciutto Papi?
Pop. I'm sure he got that from me. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. But I was in the kitchen with my older brother, and I was like, "What do you think of like this or that?" And I was like, said something about Champagne Poppy, and he was like, "You don't fucking drink champagne at all. Like, he's like, you smoke. You should be like Kush Papi." And I was like, I kind of liked it, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. I was like, I liked it, so I just made that my username, and that's it. Once you make that your name, you're stuck with it.
That's it. You're stuck with it forever. Yeah. Do you ever regret like not changing it to your regular name, or you're like completely happy with that?
No, I'm totally cool with it. I think it's unique. Like the name, like it's like Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Kush Papi. It's like something. It's like people always say like, oh, that's a funny name or cool. I don't know.
Did you ever think like about making music now that you create this crazy following? Because I've noticed a lot of like people on social media, they get you, they reel you in, and then they like start releasing music. And it's honestly a lot of people that started super early, like in the skid generation, like everybody creates music. So now you like amass this crazy following, you have fans all over. Did you ever think like, let me make a couple of songs?
No, I did. I not like for real, but I think like 3 years ago I made a song like more comedy, like it was
a parody.
It was about the juice, and then it was on World Star. So that was like my rap video, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I kind of just like sticking to what I do now. I don't really. I feel like that's what the people watching me enjoy, and that's why they watch me. Like I don't think they want to see me like break off to become a rapper. And now
he's actually a smart businessman because everybody thinks exactly the opposite.
Yeah,
it doesn't work really.
It doesn't work, and the music industry itself is just so crazy nowadays. Like I don't even want to be a part of it, to be honest. Like it's.
In what ways? Like you think it's crazy?
It's just there's a lot of fake. This guy, all this, and the media, you know, they force people on us, you know, like fucking Ice Spice, every blog you see.
You don't think Ice Spice is fire?
I like Ice Spice.
Yeah, I actually, in the beginning, when I saw that afro the first time, I was like, the orange afro, I'm like, this looks crazy.
It's like Annie from
Yeah.
the orphanage.
And then, like, I thought she was a one-hit wonder. I'm not going to lie.
No,
But
yeah.
after this last couple of songs, I'm like, yo, she's a real deal.
Well, that's what I think, like, well, she's, you know, I feel like, honestly, with, like, the girls in the music industry, it's more about, like, the sex appeal.
Yeah.
And I feel
And she's a baddie, too.
That's why, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're hot, you're a girl and you can make bops, like, you're lit. But, like, I feel like Glorilla is having trouble with that now because, as you've seen in her last BET performance, they were trying to make her, like, be all sexy and shit. And she's just not like that. She's, like, just like a tomboy kind of. She's like a gangster, you know.
Yeah.
So it don't fit. But it's like if she, I don't know, you know, if she can't transfer to that sex appeal style, will she not?
But there's music for everybody.
Well, that's why I think they should let her be herself.
Exactly. Like, we went to this concert in my boy, the rapper from Italy, I'm mad cool with. We went to this Argentinian rapper's concert, and he makes like this specific like rap. I can't even explain. It's like Argentinian, like all this Spanish music. You always hear like that super like jumpy beats. This was like way different, and it was like 1,500 people, and it's an artist from Argentina.
Wow.
Like his name was Dookie, but he's like huge, like
Well, the
20 million
Latin artists are huge.
Yeah.
And the artists that tour like Latin America.
Yeah. But now, like, when they're performing here, it's another animal. Like, this dude has songs with Bad Bunny. Like,
Well, Bad Bunny, he's like so big.
Yeah, he's
because
the biggest.
You listen to him in like Italy and
He's
all
global.
South America, all over.
Yeah,
You know, like
super
American
global.
shows to them are like their weak shows.
yeah, but they want to, like, plant their flags here.
Yeah.
Because if you're not here, you're nowhere. But I want to ask, who are some of, like, your go-to artists?
Man, I kind of just listen to whatever mood I'm in. Like I might put fucking Andrea Bocelli
Oh, yeah?
on the balcony one
Really?
night if I'm just trying to smoke, you know. But rapper wise, like Lil Durk, Chief Keef, Future. It's really more for me. Like if I like the song, I'll listen to it a bunch of times. But I don't have like Drake's fire, obviously.
Who's the GOAT of Chicago rap? Because in New York, we always talk about who your top, like in the barbershop, I say, who's your top 5? It's always Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas. Right?
I mean, you got like Twista and Common, those guys. Those are more like old school. But for us, it's like Chief Keef.
What about like Kanye West?
Kanye, yeah, I forgot.
I'm surprised that like
He's never here, so I forgot.
he's just in the beginning.
And, people say like Dirk. Lil Durk's super mainstream now.
Yeah.
He's obviously like. The problem is Chief Keef. He can't come back here, so he hasn't been able to come here for like 7 years or 8 years. He has like some crazy warrant or some shit. So that's why he don't come here. But if I'm telling you,
I didn't even know that.
if he came here and performed, bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
the crowd would be like insane.
At this Avanti event last night, the DJ, he was cool, but he was playing like Italian wedding music.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of young kids, right? So then I don't know what happened. I think like they told him like, yo, play some Pop Smoke, and I saw like everybody getting crazy. But then when they played Chief Keef, it went like from a 6 to like a 12. Like I just saw like these little 23 girls like saying like every bar throwing up gang signs. I'm like, yo, what is going on right now?
It turns you into a savage, man.
How was it like that whole drill scene? Like, actually, Herbo's from here too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned him, but like,
And Bibby,
Lil Bibby too.
Yeah.
But like, do you have like memories of like the first time you heard this like kind of music? Because
for sure.
you guys have like a specific sound.
I remember we was in high school in the computer lab, and me and my friend, we had a couple friends who had moved to my neighborhood from the city, from literally like G Herbo's block. It was Bruce, Bryson, and Fred. They were like brothers, cousins, and they kind of like put us onto it. They were like, yo, like they were on YouTube listening to it, and I was like, the fuck, like what is that? Sounds fire, you know? And it was like FBG Duck and Billionaire Black.
Yeah, I don't know. You know any of these guys?
And E-Day. R.I.P. E-Day, man.
Back then, music like wasn't as accessible as it is now. I feel either. Like now everybody has like Apple Music or Spotify.
Yeah, because I was watching it, and we were like Lil Durk and Lil Reese and Chief Keef and Fredo Santana. They were like dropping new music videos literally every week. So we were just on YouTube waiting for the new music video, and that was like before they blew up. And then Chief Keef went mainstream when he had the 300 song.
Yeah. That's the song with Rick Ross, right?
No, it was just him.
And then Rick Ross got on it later?
That one, I think that was the...
so that was like the first like real...
But that was like years after they were already like super popping in Chicago. Like in the streets.
Like if you hear people driving by, they're playing that.
Yeah, like most people, they don't really know like the real bangers. They just know like Love Sosa or like I Don't Like, or you know, like the
yeah.
Those aren't the real bangers. Those are just
I mean, I feel like even when we're chilling, like he's more tapped in with like his real songs, and me, I'm like more like Don't Like. That's like when I hear Chief Keef, that's gonna be like the first song I think of, because like that remix was crazy, and like everybody's like verse on it was nuts. Like
yeah,
Jadakiss's verse on that shit goes crazy.
Well, that was the remix.
Yeah, that was the remix.
The original was just Chief Keef and Lil Reese, and then the radio kept taking Lil Reese's verse off and just cutting it after Chief Keef.
They just played his verse and never played that last one.
Yeah.
So how long have you been living here? Because I gotta ask the question, like, did people say like, "Oh my God, like this is such a like bachelor pad"? Because
yeah,
you got like no PlayStation, you know, like it's
a,
like very like, you know, young guy just fucking.
It's like a smoke shop.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right. That's the exact vibe. You got about 300 bongs on the side.
Yeah, you know, there's just random stuff all over the place. But I bought this condo like a year ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That you bought and you're not renting.
I literally moved. I used to live across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I moved. They upped my rent. So I was like, fuck, you know, I don't want to pay rent. I'll just buy a place.
We have a buddy. I feel like, all right, what I should have made the comparison to, we have a buddy. He's a tattoo artist, and he bought a condo too, and we literally hang out with him all the time. When we chill by his spot, it's like this artwork everywhere, right? And then like sometimes you don't even have water in the fridge.
Oh, there's nothing in the fridge.
That's what I was gonna ask, because
there's just juice.
There's just juice.
I swear, and some fucking grapes.
Some grapes. So, like, you don't do any food shopping at all? Like, you never cook in here? Have you ever cooked in here one time? No.
I make pizzas.
You do?
Yeah, but my, man, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you grow up Italian and your mom makes you food every single day, your whole life, and then you move out, like
that's like how I am too, like low key.
Like it's like I can't even compare. It's like I just feel like you know. But I make I make pasta, vodka sauce pasta. I got a little secret.
Yeah, what is it? You can't say it.
No.
You make the vodka sauce from scratch?
I'll tell you. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you my secret. I mean, people
that's
probably
easy.
do. I'll tell you my eggs secret and my pasta secret. It's pretty much the same thing. So what I do is when the water's boiling and the pasta's in there, I put the pepper in the water.
Black pepper?
Yeah, I grind the pepper with the fucking old wood thing, you know, and I put it in the water. So
while it's boiling?
While it's boiling, so the water turns into pepper water and it fucking ferments.
Pepper water.
In the noodles.
It sounds like a remedy, like lose a cold or something.
And then
I was boiling water, I crush black pepper.
I throw the salt in the water, you know, and then sometimes I sprinkle some Parmesan on the water.
In the water?
Yeah, mix it in, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know if this sounds good.
Maybe
would you ever do like cooking content? That sounds like a video.
Yeah, it would probably be funny. Yeah. I'd like to do it with someone who already does it,
Lit.
you know? Like
honestly,
maybe it was like a
Kush.
Kush?
Yeah.
Oh, he cooks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kush
I would
cooks.
do a Kush, yeah. Or who's that other guy, QCP?
Yeah, he's cool too.
He's a cool guy.
That would be funny.
Um,
So, day in the life, right? I would like to know like what your days are like. What time do you wake up? Since you don't have any food in here, like when's your first meal? What do you usually eat? Like
I'll keep it appropriate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. PG-13.
Depending, you know, I go through like streaks. Like 1 week I might wake up like every day at like 11, and then the next week I might wake up like every day at like 7, you know, or something. So let's just say my ideal day would be like
Perfect day
would be like get up at like 7, go to the gym. Well, first rip the vape.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing you've been posting like the workout vids now.
Yeah, it's just been like fucking working out, I guess, so I don't melt.
So don't melt?
But yeah, get up, you know what I'm saying, go to take the pre-workout, go to the gym downstairs in the building, do like a 30-minute, you know, pump it out, come up, take a shower, then I'm looking on, you know, taking a dump on my phone, you know, looking like for new videos, you know, getting ideas. You know, I pretty much spend like the whole morning kind of just like figuring out what video I'm gonna make today. So I don't know what video I'm gonna make when I
That's
wake
wild,
up.
by the way. We were talking about that yesterday, like how
Like I gotta do a video today, and I'm still like, you know, I'll figure something out.
wasting time with this guy here, growing up Italian.
And
Do you have like any set? I don't know if you have a friend or set fans that'll send you like stuff to react to.
yeah, I mean, I in the past, a lot of people like DM me stuff, but to be honest, I don't really like look through all the DMs anymore. I do if I see them, you know, but it's a lot of random shit, so I could find it myself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So you hunt for that on the explore page, let's say.
All over Facebook, Twitter, you know, TikTok, just something will catch me. I'll be like, yep, this is the one.
A lot of your content's usually like, I feel like when I've seen so much stuff like when a girl, like basically when your girl's not acting like loyal or something, like when I
In
think
the car?
yeah, like no,
Yeah.
I meant more like there was that video of this like shop. It's like an ice cream shop, and the
Oh,
ice
the
cream's like shaped in
reaction.
this of a male's like
Yeah, yeah.
private part, and then fucking they dip it, and then the girl just like takes a bite out of that. I don't know if it's a donut or he's like,
Excuse me, buddy? What the hell's going on here, man? You're fucking sucking on donuts and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's wild. What about I don't know if we should even bring this up, but the dude Adam 22. Did you see like
Oh,
that situation?
man.
I just want to know your opinion on that because we were talking about on the way here, and
Well, I knew Adam from years ago, like when he first started No Jumper, because I used to go to LA with like Supreme Patty, and,
Yeah.
you know, and I did a No Jumper interview like 2-3 years ago, I think.
oh, you were on the show?
Yeah, it was like me, and I showed up by myself. I was nervous, so I drank like half a pint of fucking Douce, and then when I got there, he had like 4 huge like backwoods rolled up with like keef on them and all that. And then I just like did an hour-long interview, and I didn't even remember it. And the next day, he posted it.
And it went viral?
Yeah, I was faded beyond my mind. I was like out of my mind. But then he got into the whole like adult film stuff, you know, in the past couple of years. So I don't really know about all that.
Yeah, I never seen one video at all. But I just know it's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know that Adam,
Yeah.
you know. But
I just know it's a thing because like I kind of envy that his girl was like bringing another girl.
well, his
Every
girl
time
used
for
to
him.
be a
Yeah.
P-star,
Yeah.
you know. But the new thing I saw with the guy,
She looked really happy when he walked in that
they
room.
talked about it on his thing. I mean, I wouldn't be. Obviously, I'm not going for that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
another dude plow your wife.
I mean, I guess in that like adult film star world,
They're kind of open.
They're kinda
about
open.
it, but still kind of. He did say though, like at first he was cool with it. He was like, "Do your thing," because he does. You know, he hooks up with other girls. But then he said after he felt kind of like weird about it. And I'm like,
imagine that like ruins their relationship just because of that.
I mean, bro, it's like, you know, the way when you're with somebody, it's kind of like if you're hooking up. That's the whole point of being together. Is like you're kind of not supposed to hook up with other people anymore. It's like, oh, you know.
I feel like a lot of times though, like you see people like more open to stuff though. I mean, I've never seen it.
There's a lot of
Unfortunately,
cheaters.
A lot of cheaters,
nowadays.
but also like a lot of open relationships too. I want to say like.
Oh yeah, my boy.
It's hard to just be like that old school, like our parents. Like you get married, and
there's
it's
so much
temptation.
Bro, go on Instagram right now. You see like 30 girls you want to marry in 10 seconds, and you're just like, oh shit, oh this one, that one.
Until you get to know them,
yeah,
and you're like,
and then
oh
they're
shit.
like, so like I like to like read and like go on vacation. It's like cool. So I'm sure what you get.
So you
that
don't like
from
when
watching the Kardashians, like great person.
So you don't like girls that read?
No, my girl reads.
Yeah. Oh, so you just like did an impression of her, like
I'm
I like to
you
read
ever
and go on
seen,
vacation.
You ever seen Matilda?
Yeah, a long time
You
ago.
know Mr. Wormwood, like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like Mr. Wormwood. Like I'm like, what, you reading a book? Get the fuck out of here.
So like, if you're going on vacation,
Nothing wrong with reading. Though.
nothing wrong with reading, folks.
Go read your books.
We're just on Instagram.
I'm Italian. I don't like to read.
When you're on vacation, like, do you like sitting in the poolside? Like your girl have a book and you're just chilling there.
No, I gotta move.
You don't like to like sit at the
I don't
pool
like
or
sitting
beach.
still. Like
That's the way I am too.
unless we're like in the car chilling, you know, like
Yeah.
smoking or something. But yeah, I don't like to. I mean, I'll lay down, you know, but
Like an hour.
I'd rather move around, like walk on the beach or like go in the water and then come back, you know, go to the restaurant. Like I don't like just like sitting there. Like what am I doing? Like feel like a chameleon. Like
Yeah.
lizard roasting on a rock.
Yeah, I hate that. Especially yesterday we were saying like we're looking at each other like you get red, right?
Yeah.
Because at my face yesterday it was a little hot and I was just like sweating and I was red. And we was looking at each other like, yeah, we get red.
Yeah, my eyes are super, because I had the eye infection.
Yeah.
So my eyes are like super sensitive to the sunlight. So if I go to like a beach in Florida, I like can't see. Like my eyes will start watering.
So you gotta wear shades
Yeah.
usually. Yeah, man. We were talking before that you went to your parents' hometown in 2017.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about how that experience was like, because you showed me a picture and the town looks like there's 1,000 people in it, like super small town.
I think it's like 200 now.
200
Because all the younger
kids
the
leave.
new generations, they move to America or to bigger cities like Campobasso
Yeah.
or Rome. Like my cousin lives in Rome, so I don't live there anymore. But I'm from Pizzone.
It's on it. I think that's next to Napoli, right?
No, it's close. My dad's from Rocchetta,
Okay.
so like my last name is Panarelli. So if you have the name like Panarelli or DeLuca or like Giannini, you're 100% from that like,
town.
That town.
Because those are like the 3 big last names there.
It was super weird when I went there because
Do you think like people are married to their cousins and shit? Because there's like
Yeah.
no options?
my grandparents have the same last name.
No.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
maybe everyone just had the same name there. It's only like 3 last names.
Yeah. No, it really, I always wondered why it's like that there.
Yeah, there's only like a couple surnames.
Yeah.
So then everyone in the town just has the same name, I guess.
So when you went there, how long did you stay?
10 days.
You just stood in the little town? Like, did you get to see Rome or anything?
I flew into Rome, and then my cousin met me there, and I stayed in Rome for like 3 days. We went to the beach on the coast. I got like super sunburned on my legs, like my feet and here. It was fucking. I had to sleep the first night with like my feet in a cold water bucket because they were so itchy from being burnt. And then we took like a 2-hour train into the valley, like the mountains. Someone picked us up and took us to the town. Like,
Did you like the little town, or did you feel like you got bored quick?
I mean, I liked it. It was just because they had the fest going on, so
Yeah.
that was cool. But
You said you saw like they did like they were carrying the saint, right? It was like, so what's the saint in your town? It's a Madonna.
Saint Liberata.
Okay, so you saw like the whole procession.
Yeah, I was there. They carried the thing with the band, you know, and then we
Yeah.
had the thing at night, you know, on the bottom of the mountain.
Like all the vendors and stuff.
Yeah, and it was cool to see that. I would say though, I did kind of get bored after like towards the end because I was like, yo, I want to go back to America.
Or even see something different in Italy, like a bigger city.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Florence, but it was like it was like 105 degrees there because I went in June. So they were like, I don't know if it's a good idea. You know, it's really hot. It's probably going to be like, whatever. It was like 6-hour drive, something. I don't know.
If you were to go back to Italy, where would you want to go?
Probably just back to my town.
Yeah? You wouldn't like want to see, I don't know, like Positano or Milan?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I guess I'd have to kind of go for longer and maybe do like a tour.
Yeah.
Because I do
the Kush Papi tour.
I have family still. Like my mom's sister lives in the town, my grandma's sister, like my cousins. So there's all the people, like the old people know me because they know like my grandparents. They grew up with them. So I just go for like the sentimental feeling. Like I could go to my...
It's humbling, right? Like when you go there and...
I got to go to my grandparents' house, like and then my great-grandpa's house, and then like another house where my grandpa grew up in the town. It's like closed down.
Do people still live there? It's like empty.
Yeah, they live there.
Oh, they live there.
But it's a lot of like abandoned, because they literally their houses are just built into the mountain.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
a lot of them are just vacant.
Yeah. Like you could buy the house for $1 and...
It's like holes in the mountain, like a cave.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you were to live anywhere else, where do you think you would go? Besides Chicago.
Well, I feel like since I've kind of dealt with the winters for so long, I do enjoy the seasons, with the holidays, like Halloween. It feels like Halloween. Thanksgiving, it feels, Christmas, the snow. But I would say for me, I'd probably go, like, to the south somewhere, maybe where it's, like, Florida or, like, I don't really think I'm, like, a Texas guy. I just like the
Definitely not a Texas guy.
I like the housing prices.
Yeah.
But... yeah, I looked at, like, Atlanta, but that's weird, too, It's kind of, there's no water there. I'm more...
It's like swamp, right?
I like the water, too, so I guess I'd try to do, like, a Florida, maybe, somewhere in Florida.
So you like Miami?
A lot of Italian people live in Florida.
A lot. Now they're all moving there. But you like Miami?
Oh, I'm a Miami guy. Like, when I go to Miami, the hair gets bigger, the moisture, I got the fucking...
The guinea tea
Gianni Versace shit, fucking...
Yeah. You were fly yesterday in the Versace polo.
Oh, yeah, I bought... that's, like, the only one I have.
Yeah? Do you like dressing up?
Nah.
I hate it.
I used to a lot when I was younger, and, like, we'd go out because the dress codes were stricter, so they'd wear, like, dress shoes with the, button-ups and stuff.
Oh, you mean, like, to go out to the clubs here?
Yeah, it used to be more strict, like, no streetwear. So you'd have to wear, like, a button-up with dress shoes and, like, jeans or something.
So funny when...
or a polo.
When I was younger, there's, like, this 18 and over party, and it was the same thing. You had to wear, like, black shoes there, and one of my friends would keep, like... he must have bought, like, 10 pairs of shoes. And
in the car?
In the car, and he would, like, rent it to people, like, $30 and take their shoes.
Oh, to get in?
Yeah, like, yo, you want to go back home or you want to rent these black shoes for me? And it's like, you could have, like, a pair of Jordans that are $200 or whatever, but then these black shoes from Payless is what's going to make you get in the club. So for me, with dress codes, it drives me nuts because it's like, this is more money than this whack-ass Target slacks, like...
Yeah, exactly. Now, they used to literally be, like, no street shoes, like, no Air Force Ones. Like, nah, you can't come. I remember in my mind walking up to the door with retro Jordans on, and the guy was like, can't do it, man. And I'm like, bro.
And this was a lot of places?
A lot of places. Like, even, like, yeah, everywhere pretty much. And then now it's like, shit, you can just walk in, whatever.
Just once in a while, you'll see a place that says, like, no hat.
Yeah.
The no hat thing. That's another question you asked me. I said, can I wear a hat?
Well, yeah, because I got long, my hair is longer now, so I'm like, it's annoying to try to keep it like this is only like this because I still got the fucking shit in my hair from last night. Or else it'd be like, it'd be fucking.
Do you like getting cuts, like, every week? Like, or is it just once in a while?
Once in a while, just get the lineup to clean up the sideburn, But I used to have, like, a short hair, like a little blowout kind of all the time.
You ever had, like, the spikes?
No.
Like the Guido blowout?
I just had like the fade. My hair was kind of just like a fade, and then it naturally was like puffy a little bit.
Man, I miss my hair. Somebody said to him yesterday.
My bad.
somebody said to him yesterday, like, cause like, yo, why do you say you want to wear a hat? Like, look at your hair.
Yeah, the guy and that made me feel good actually. He he kind of changed my perspective.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, maybe he's right.
I think we should do like some hair tutorials, like.
Me and Kush.
Yeah. Like Kush could, like, or you just do the slick back OD.
Yeah, I do it when I get out of the shower and
like
shit.
like the grease, like really like Danny Zuko, like the
Yeah, I do it. When I get out of the shower, sometimes I just leave it like I'll comb it back, just so I can get out of my face. I'll just leave it like that for the night.
What do you love the most about being Italian?
Honestly, I feel like growing up, I just felt like always like a sense of pride, like with the culture, like in the history of like, the Roman Empire and the food. And I feel like I was always like kind of taught about that. Like my dad is a big history guy. My grandparents, I always knew like where they came from, and it was always like, it's always like a sense of pride for me, because like I know exactly where I come from and stuff, so it's like I hold that close to me. Like
the dominance, like just being proud that.
And I'm a first generation, so like my parent, I feel like I have to do my best because I'm the first wave, to pay my respects to
for their sacrifice.
My grandpa, he never wanted to come here, and even when he came here, he was like, "This is temporary for me." He's like, "I'm gonna go back."
They were like looking at it to make some money and go back.
Yeah, so he would go back, like even when he was like 60, 70 years old, because he passed away when he was 94. So, my grandma, she didn't want to leave. She thought somebody was going to rob the house or something, So my grandpa, he would go back to the town in Italy, go back and forth every like...
Missions.
Yeah, because he loved that.
He would go on voyages.
His heart was there,
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. Like,
so that's why you're super tied to the culture, because it's in your genes.
My aunt would come, my mom's older sisters, she'd visit from Italy, bring us stuff, the jersey,
Yeah.
So I was always real connected with it. So, a lot of times, like I say, a lot of people don't view me as like a super Italian guy because of my page, but I'm telling you, bro, I'm way more Italian than a lot of these Italian guys.
I think we gotta challenge him to show more of it.
On the like, if I tell you, like, bro, like I said, like I grew up like making wine in the basement with my grandpa with the barrel. We would go get the grapes. We would make sausage with the links and the huge intestines. Like, my grandma had a garden with the tomatoes, zucchinis. Her brother lived across the street. He had a garden with zucchinis like this big with watermelons. Bro, like we had the parties in the basement with the folk music, all dancing with the songs.
Those were the best memories to me too. Like spending time with the family, and when you're doing the stuff in the house. Like we used to make a lot of the sausage and the tomato sauce in the jars.
Yeah, the sauce.
That was big. Wine we never really made like that, but the sauce in my house was always like a big thing. And then at the end of doing that all day, when they would just like make like a crazy meal.
Yeah.
Like those were some of my favorite memories growing up. But what's next for you? Like you've been doing this for a long time.
I mean, I've been pretty successful with it, I feel like, in my own way, and I do enjoy it, but obviously, I want to start doing maybe some stand-up.
Oh, I could see you doing that.
Yeah, I would like to possibly do it in front of a Italian crowd first,
It sounds like we could do that.
But
what for your family, do they understand what you do?
Not really, no.
Because you're first generation, so
yeah, my
even
dad
like
is totally like clueless to it. He don't even like know about
So if I called your dad right now, I'm like, what does your son do for work? How would he explain it?
I don't think he can. He probably would just say I do marketing.
Really? He would say marketing?
Like brand deals, like, oh, I do marketing on social media for brands. Type
So
shit.
funny.
My mom, she knows.
I feel like in this Italian culture though, everybody like kind of question like, how much do you make money doing this? And then like people are like in no other industry. Like if I said, oh, I work in the, I don't know,
They don't know what I do. Like my cousin, like my they know like a couple of them, you know, like my sister, my brother, but like my couple of my cousins, they didn't know for a long time, you know, and then someone tells them, this person tells them, but yeah, my mom just tells me, you know, like you do whatever you want, just don't be an idiot. Like don't make us look bad, don't make yourself look bad. Don't bring pretty much don't bring shame.
Yeah, don't embarrass us.
Like don't be the guy who goes to Dunkin' Donuts and stands on the counter and pours milk on himself and screams to go viral, you know. Like,
luckily, you never had to do anything like that.
No, I did nothing like that, but yeah, not really. We did some crazy stuff back in 2018, you know.
But now I feel like it's just you have your lane. Like you just give your opinion on these viral videos that we all everybody shares with each other.
Yeah,
and it's working for you.
I feel like that's always where I was was my voice. Like that's how I kind of blew up, was by rants. It was just me talking, you know. So that's why people followed me, just because what I was saying or what I was, you know, the jokes I was telling. It wasn't never about I wasn't doing crazy stuff to people. Knew me for me, you know, because they could see my personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I think you're doing great. Before we close it out, for somebody that wants to visit Chicago, especially like let's say for someone like us, like a New York Italian, what are the must see things if you're here for a weekend?
I mean, I would say depending on what time you come. I mean, the summer is the best because you got the boats and everything. And
are you a boat guy?
I like boats. I'm not a water guy. I don't go
you're not deep diving.
No, and I don't skydive. I don't go up or down.
We just do regular stuff.
It's
basically me.
I don't know.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah, I'm decent at swimming.
Because
yeah.
I don't know how to swim.
I did when I was a kid. I did this I was a tadpole, and then I became a dolphin and shit. Swimming. My mom made me do it, you know. But I'd say go to a Cubs game or a White Sox game or a Bulls game or a Blackhawks game, and then probably go get.
What's the go-to restaurant here?
I mean, honestly, everyone has their different preferences. I mean, people go to we call it the Viagra Triangle, but it's
why is it called
people
that?
Go to Maple and Ash or Carmine's is a good Italian place. Or we personally go to Cortino's. That's our spot. It's an Italian spot.
You got a back room there, it's a Kush Papi table? No?
I don't really do all that, you know. I never even introduce myself or tell people what I do. I just go, you know.
Yeah, but when you're around, you get recognized for the social media stuff, right?
Yeah.
How does that feel to you? Do you like it? Or is it one of those things Because for me, I
like the quick ones.
Yeah.
Yo, Kush Papi, for show, you know? But then, last night, you got, the dude who's drunk.
Yeah, I hated that.
And he's you know, this.
We might have had the same experience, the same guy, because it sounds similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
But like you said, the quick ones, just yo, I love your stuff.
I get it. We're all Italian, and we're, together, you know, and, we all support each other. But, bro, this guy called me cousin, 60 times in 2 minutes. I'm like, bro, I get it. You know?
He said cousin? Literally cousin?
Yeah,
what's up, cousin?
He kept saying it to me, you know, and I'm like, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I felt there was an awkward moment where I was talking to this one guy, and he's I literally had to just say, yo, bro, it was nice meeting you. And just walking away.
And he follows you?
Yeah, because I was on a mission. I'm really bad when I'm on a mission. Let's say if I have to bring this to there, and then someone right on that path stops me, it's hold on, let me just bring this there.
Well, that's why I started wearing sunglasses everywhere.
For that reason?
You can't see my eyes because we went to Summer Smash last week, And it's like, bro, so many people are like, you know, you're in like a private VIP area, and then you got all the people like, you know, and it's like as soon as you make eye contact with someone, you're stuck. So I'm like, bro, I'm wearing sunglasses. Like nobody's gonna know if I'm fucking looking at them or not. And even if someone's talking to me, like I can look at like something else while they're talking to me. You know?
It's the excuse.
Because it's like, yeah, once you make eye contact with someone, it's over. Like and then if you look away, they're like, that guy's a dick.
Yeah, man.
I'm not rude. Like I like to talk to people, but it's like I don't like sitting there for fucking like 10, 15 minutes and talking about like the same thing over and over.
Yesterday at the party, I felt like we were the old guys. Like we were just sitting off to the side and watching like everybody dance. Yeah. And I asked you, I'm like, do you like to dance? You're like, no. I like to sit.
I'm like, nah, I like to watch. I'd rather watch weddings. Yeah, I remember Kush.
Yo, no, that's why. Kush was like a Sweet 16. Like, well, you know, I don't know if Sweet 16s is super big around here, but in New York, like that girl, like the Gina Marie's, like when they would have the Sweet 16s, like, you know, you get in the circle and like you would try to dance with the girl you're trying to talk to. Kush like had this move where he's dancing with the girl and then the girl like comes back a little bit and he holds it and like does a dip.
Oh, the catch.
He
did that last night?
He did 3 times with 3 different girls. So we just looked at each other and we were like...
No, I did because I used to dance a lot. Like when I was younger in like school, you know, the dances, we'd do all the dances. To be honest, I feel like even like a couple, you know, 5 years ago when I used to go to the club, I used to dance like crazy, get wild. But 1, I don't drink as much anymore. Mm-hmm. And 2, like now that a lot of people like know who I am, I kind of feel like more awkward going out of my, because I feel like they're gonna like, you know,
record you.
Yeah, like they're all
like honestly, and I felt that because yesterday when Kush did that, I was trying to record it. I'm like, this would go bananas.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, or maybe I just grew out of it. You know, I'm down for a slow dance though, or something.
Yeah, that's different.
You know,
a slow dance is different.
Or a lap dance.
That's another one.
I'm right here. If you want to dance on me, go ahead. I don't want to fucking dance.
How you doing? But yo, how could people support you? I see you got like all these pillows behind you. Are these things for sale or just, you know?
Yeah, I got I waited like 3 years for kushpapi.com because some guy snatched it and he wanted like $6,000 for it.
That's payback for 2 Chainz and Chief Keef.
He snatched my domain. So I finally got it like 5 months ago. So I've been like kind of just working on making a little store, you know, for people if they want something. It's not like, you know, the end of the world if you want it or not. I'll have a good sales pitch, but
all right.
You know, just follow me on TikTok, Kush Papi _ You'll see me in the profile picture with the juice.
Instagram, of course.
Instagram, Kush Papi. I'm on YouTube, Kush Papi.
Merch coming soon?
Merch is coming soon. I got some. I know nobody wants to wear a shirt with my face on it. I know that. So I got some cool knickknacks and stuff.
Excuse me, buddy?
Yeah.
You know, something like that?
Stuff, yeah.
I'm going to have to end this with just challenging you. You got to show more of the Italian side.
Okay.
All right?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. We got to figure it out. I think cooking video, like cooking really bad video, like I'm not going to lie, the Parmesan in the water sounds crazy.
I could eat a whole loaf right now. If you gave me
of bread?
Yeah, if you gave me a loaf of bread with some fucking mozzarella and tomatoes, I could eat, and like some lunch meat, I'll take the whole loaf down.
Over here, they call cold cuts lunch meat.
Yeah, what do you guys say, cold cuts?
Yeah, cold cuts. It's always weird.
You say lunch meat because it's like a sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich. A lot of weird words like that, though.
I'm not really a hot sandwich guy. I never grew up.
I mean,
really like,
I don't blame you guys. Italian beef is horrible, bro.
Oh, you had one?
Yeah, we had one yesterday. It was horrible. I mean, the spot when I came last time, Giants beef was classic, but Al's was horrible.
Al's is like more of like a franchise, so it's like not as like fire. Like it's not as like mom and pa. Like it's like Johnny's is like super. That's like a spot like Gene and Jude's.
Yeah, Gene and Jude's is fire. We gotta hit that.
Al's beef is kind of like Taco Bell, sort of.
Oh, is it?
Right.
Portillo's is fire though.
You had the beef from Portillo's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean that was like last time I had.
Did you eat a glizzy? You're not.
That's a big thing. Like, are you a glizzy guy?
I'll do a glizzy once in a while.
When we were with the OGs yesterday, I asked them if they knew what glizzies were, and they looked at me like I had 3 heads. But,
Well, in Chicago, you can't put ketchup on your hot dog.
I know.
Or they'll make fun of you.
That's what we were talking about yesterday, and like I think in New York you just get made fun of if you eat a glizzy.
Yeah, because like, oh, the fucking glizzy dude. Yo, he's fucking.
Like, speaking of Kush, our buddy Nico, New York Nico, he literally,
Yeah, I know Nico.
whenever we go to like events, like we'll do a barbecue, you see Kush eating. There's like 50 videos of Kush like eating hot dogs.
Okay, I've never in my life ordered a Polish sausage. And then
That sounds wild.
We were at this like convention, and I was hungry, so me and Braden, we went to the concession stand, and I got a Polish sausage. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy gave me, like, I can't even say what it looked like, but it was like the size of my arm.
That scares me.
It was like a 18-inch charcoal fucking glizzy and a bun that was like this big. I just was like,
So it was like poking out.
it was huge. I was like, bro, I can't eat this. Like, it's fucking disgusting. It was nasty, to be honest.
But in general, over here, if I were to eat a hot dog and we're all friends, nobody's gonna say like, "Hey, yo," nothing.
No, probably not.
I feel like
If you're the only one, maybe. If there's like 5 guys and you're the only guy with a hot, then one guy might be like, "Oh, you're sucking on a glizzy." But if everyone like when we go to baseball games, we get them, you know, or it's just easy to eat.
I mean, yeah, that's a big like culture difference to me, like that I've seen. Like we were literally talking about yesterday.
There's this little Italian cafe called like La Petito.
Uh-huh.
They got like fresh pizza, like it's like the square pizza. It's crunchy, and they give you like a big square. They have the arancini there. It's kind of a fire spot.
What about for a pizza? Are you a deep dish guy?
Anything.
Yeah.
I'll eat any pizza.
So you're not like, because a lot of people I hear from here, they say deep dish isn't the real pizza for Chicago.
I mean, it is, I guess, but you know, some people, it's just you can't eat, like, you can only eat like 2 pieces and then you're full. You just save it, you know, for later. But I like Luminati's more than Giordano's.
Mm-hmm.
But I like thin crust pizza too. Honestly, I really like the Jack's frozen pizza. Like, that's my
Jack's?
shit. The frozen, yeah, like you get it like the grocery store. Like,
Oh, really?
Pop that in the oven.
And
bro.
is it tavern style or is it like a deep dish style?
No, it's like it's a thinner one. And it's just,
So you throw that in the oven, that's your shit.
yeah, I just don't like when my boys try to like. First of all, this is disrespectful. My boy Nick from Michigan. One time, these people sent me. It's like this company that had like truffle sauce, spicy truffle mayo, you know, little jars of it. So I'm making a pizza, and he like, I'm not looking. He opens the oven and he puts the truffle sauce all over the pizza, bro.
And you didn't like it? You didn't like the truffle?
What the fuck you doing, bro? And he's like, we were small guys. I'm like, bro, I don't want like, you know, why don't you just put it on after? And he's like, oh, just try it, you know. And
You didn't like it?
nah, hell no, bro. I want it to be like sauce and what the fuck it is, like, you know, like I don't like all the extra shit.
Well, you don't like saucy things, you were saying.
No, I do like sauce.
You don't like when it's messy.
If it's sauce, that's cool. Like, I get pizza sauce all over me. I don't like when it's like fucking like grease and mayonnaise and fucking like, oh, I'm trying to eat this cheeseburger. They put, you know,
16 burgers on
like,
it.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Yeah, I think we call it stunt food.
Barbarians.
You would actually hate New York then, like the Aki way. What do you think about the Aki way?
I like the guy.
I like the guy
think
too.
He's a great guy. I like his content. Me personally, I'm not eating any of that.
So
shit.
you wouldn't eat like anything you've ever seen them make, like Fruity Pebble, chopped cheese. You're not trying it,
Bro, I'm a very simple guy. The cafe on the corner, Gold Coast Cafe, I'm one of the partners. Every day I go there and I get an egg bagel. That's it. Egg and cheese bagel, I'm good.
plain bagel.
Or everything bagel.
I know him as an egg and cheese kind of guy.
Egg and cheese, yeah. Or I do, a lot of people think I'm weird. I like to put barbecue sauce on salmon.
On salmon?
'Cause it tastes like ribs or like pulled pork to me.
I would rather just have the ribs.
Try it out. Hey, it's a southern thing though. Everyone was like, "Bro, you're weird. Like you like barbecue sauce on salmon?" And then I like Googled it, and there's guys in like Texas that make like huge roasts, and then they put like barbecue sauce on it, and it's like salmon barbecue. It's really fire, man. Try it out.
I think it's time for lunch, boys. I'm getting hungry. What about you?
Yeah, we'll go. We're gonna go get some
pack
lunch.
it up.
Get an egg bagel.
Thank you guys for tuning in.